Good morning. On today's Healthier You, we're going to talk about, this is an interesting topic, I think. This comes from the National Institute on Aging, and basically it's how much should I eat? Quantity and quality. So let's get into the medical disclaimer first. Always check with your physician before starting any exercise dietary program. Information here is my personal research to different health topics and is not to be considered medical advice. Now, as you can tell, my voice is a little off today. Allergies. I have the allergy eyes that are leaking. It's just part of the season. All right. Figuring out how much to eat while achieving or maintaining a healthy weight can be difficult. Getting the proper nutrients and eating the right amount for your weight and activity level can contribute to healthy aging. How many calories do you need? Calorie is a unit of measurement that describes how much energy is released when your body breaks down food. Although calorie count alone doesn't indicate whether a food is nutritious, thinking about how many calories you need can guide healthy eating habits. If you are over 60 and want to maintain your current weight, these are some suggestions that dietary guidelines give. Not physically active, 1600. Moderately active, 1800. A very active lifestyle, 2000. 2200. And that's for a woman. For a man, not physically active, 2000 to 2200. Moderately active, 2200 to 2400. Active lifestyle would be 2400 to 2600. There are some more detailed definitions in the NIH's dietary guidelines, and that is a free download that you can get there. I'll try to remember to link it down below. And as always, you can increase your physical activity by walking, jogging, dancing, sports, all kinds of things. Serving and portion sizes. Serving size for a standard amount of food, such as a cup or an ounce. Serving sizes can help you in choosing foods and when comparing similar items while shopping. The term portion means how much of a food you are served and how much you eat. Portion size can vary from meal to meal. Some examples may be you may serve yourself 2 small pancakes in one portion, but at a restaurant you're going to get a big stack of 4 pancakes as a portion. Portion size may also be bigger than a serving size. Serving size, you're going to find that on the nutrition label. For your favorite cereal, maybe 1 cup, but you actually pour yourself 1.5 cups in a bowl. It can be a problem when eating out because they supersize everything. So to keep your portion sizes under control, they often suggest that you eat appetizers instead of an entree as your meal. Or share an entree with a friend. Or eat just 1/2 of that and take the rest home to enjoy as a meal the next day. The portion size that is on the nutrition label of the items is very important. I know many of us, and I'm going to give you, my husband's family grew up on Big Debbie's, Little Debbie's, sorry, not Big Debbie's, Little Debbie's all the time. And, but when they pull out that oatmeal cookie, they never looked at the serving size. And some of these Serving size is only half of it, whereas some of the other ones, it's only 1/3 of it. So that's real important. So in other words, that little Debbie cake that you've just consumed, the portion size may have been only half of it, for 150, 170 calories, but you ate the whole thing. And then you're still hungry. Eating the right amount is very important, but so is making sure you're getting all the nutrients you need. Older adults, we often need fewer calories, but more nutrients, which makes it essential to eat nutrient-dense foods. We've talked about nutrient-dense foods before on this channel. To eat nutrient-dense foods across all the food groups, you may need to make some changes in your food and beverage choices. You can move toward making those healthier choices over time. And here's a couple of ideas that they give you. High-calorie snacks. Shift to nutrient-dense snacks like celery, carrots. Fruit products with added sugars to just fresh fruit. Refined grains to whole grains. Snacks with added salt or sugars to snacks without added salts and sugars. Solid fats such as butter to using oils instead. I have mixed emotions about this, but that is a choice you need to make for you. I will make choices for me. And there are quite a few tips for planning healthy meals as you get older. And I believe I've talked about that before as well. Healthy beverage shifts. It's easy to forget about calories you consume from beverages. So if you drink sodas, creamy sweet coffee drinks, alcohol, swapping them out for healthier options can make a huge difference. There are plenty of beverage options that are low in sugar, and they give you a couple of options there. And some of those options are to opt out of using so much sugar in your teas, coffees, that kind of thing. Switching over to some natural sugars or stevia, or even using erythritol instead. Sucralose, like I said, these are all choices that are personal. If you choose not to use them, that is fine. I have someone who swears that sucralose gives her headaches, and I don't think it's sucralose. I think it's the maltodextrin that they put in it, because that is known to cause headaches, and that is one of those additions that they add to the powdered form of sucralose, Splenda, or the Splenda-like products that you may see, name brand and off-brand. And that's used many times in all kinds of sweeteners. What it does is it preserves the sweetener, and that's why they use it. So those are some things that you need to consider. Are those the choices that you want? Instead of using heavy whipping cream, maybe use half and half, or milk, just plain milk if you need a creamer. Those are just a couple of the suggestions that they make. There are a lot of ways to get in what they're called 100-calorie snacks. Those are great for when you feel the need to snack. And some of the suggestions that they have is a 7 or 8 inch banana. How many of us take our tape measure with us to the store to choose the 7 to 8 inch banana? But maybe you need to, so you can learn what that 100-calorie snack looks like. 20 peanuts. I know 20 peanuts, I don't think that's a snack. Maybe 60. But, that's because many times we've become accustomed to the packages, easy to serve packages of like peanuts. So I think 20 peanuts, they say, is probably just about like in the palm of your hand. Maybe 2 tablespoons full of peanuts. Don't quote me on that. But those are some things to think about. 3 cups of low-fat popcorn. I told you about the way that I prepare popcorn. You just put like 1/4 of a cup of unpopped popcorn into a paper bag, fold the dough over the top twice, put it in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes, usually about a minute, 15 seconds for my microwave. Gets that popcorn completely popped or mostly popped. And then you can add different things to it, like try garlic salt or garlic powder, try chili powder, try a mix of cumin and chili powder, or all kinds of ways that you can change up the flavor of it. I often sometimes am in the mood for something that I feel like is sort of sweet. So generally I may toss in a teaspoon of Splenda in it, so I get a little bit of a sweet flavor. There are a lot of ways to do it. Cinnamon and that, don't be afraid to try things. I had someone tell me that if you sprinkle a little bit of nutritional yeast in it, it will mimic the taste of cheese-flavored popcorn. Now, I haven't tried that, so I don't know. Some of you, if you've tried it before, maybe you should let us know in the comments that actually works or actually does do that. 2 regular chocolate sandwich cookies. That's just 2. Not 4, not 6, just 2. 1/2 cup low-fat ice cream. 1 scrambled large egg cooked with oil. 2 ounces baked chicken breast with no skin. And I would say this, when you are scrambling your eggs, if you have a non-stick pan, many times you can use water or broth in place of oil and give a little, with the broth you'll give a little extra added flavor to that scrambled egg. So something to consider. There are all kinds of choices about 100-calorie snacks that provide all kinds of nutrients. So the right choice for you may depend on what you are eating throughout your day or your regular meal plans. Eating healthy is not just about how much you eat, it's also about what you eat. Older adults should try to eat foods that are packed with nutrients while limiting foods that are high in calories but provide few nutrients. Swapping out snacks and beverages with nutrient-dense alternatives can help you get the nutrients you need while staying within your recommended number of calories. And one of the things for the nutrient-dense drinks are, I know a lot of people like to make smoothies, and I'm one of those. Generally, I will take frozen fruit, and generally I will add a little bit of milk, almond milk, oat milk to it, just a smidge, sometimes a little bit of honey, or even just one of those sweeteners. Blend that up in my Ninja and have a fruit smoothie. That's given me my fruit serving for the day. And I don't mean making a huge big cup of it. It's not, you don't need a full cup of it. Now I do always throw in the moringa powder into that. I think that's an additional way to add some nutrients to you. So that's something I use a lot of. All right, folks, that is it. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you take some of these suggestions to heart. Do check out the National Institute of Health on Aging. They have quite a few suggestions, articles that can help you with a lot of different things as we get older. All right, guys, have a great week. I will see you again next week. And if possible, do something kind today. See you soon. Bye.